RingGangRadio.com. Take over. Last mission. Final boss mode. What it do?
Yeah, what's good, yo? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. I'm your host for tonight, Pat Scorpion, the New England representative, and as always, I got my man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
I'm back. Oh, what it do, man? LB, Lauderdale Boss, aka Jesus Shuttleworth, the God, the GOAT, artist, soul voice creator. Yes, sir. RingGangRadio.com in the building on some boxing shit.
Yes, sir. Ringing in the house forever and always on some boxing shit. And as always, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy King P. Bodega Box in the building. Back like I never left. Oh wait, that's because I did never leave. So I'll talk football with you. I'll talk boxing with you. I'll talk bitches with you. I don't give a fuck. I'm here. Ring Gang Radio in the house all day.
Nah, cause y'all niggas, a certain somebody was running their shit about, damn, there's 3 teams in Florida. There's no he can't decide on one. Fuck all that.
Hey, Bodega P, he's not in the sewer tonight, and I don't think anyone's in the sewer tonight because there's like almost 2 feet of snow out.
Yeah, the sewer got flushed out with that white shit, so nobody's down there. The rats is in hibernation tonight.
You know what I'm saying? It's winter wonderland out there. Shit, my car looks like a fucking snowman, so yeah, though. No, not this nigga Shuttleworth though. He's
beautiful now.
So you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think I might go outside and toss the football around.
Such arrogance in this nigga's tone, man. What absolute arrogance in this tone? You hear that?
Yeah, I think I might do that.
Arrogant ass nigga.
Yeah, because Rome got a football in his car, so might have that nigga pull up,
Nigga,
interactive Green Gang episode.
This nigga Shuttleworth probably throws up ducks, P.
I don't even know what the fuck that is. What the fuck's a duck?
Nigga, have that football quacking, nigga.
Yeah, he's basically in layman's terms, he's saying, LB, that you probably could throw a football. Your arm strength is probably like Paulie Malinology's punching power.
Wow.
Quack.
I mean, I've threw a football before. I mean, damn, I had a football. Like, the fuck?
Sure you did.
I mean, what you think niggas played when the damn power was off?
Nigga, this is Florida. Y'all get into anything in Florida.
I thought you played basketball because I know you
niggas love. But like in certain situations, everybody like this is the thing. Look, when a hurricane happen and all the lights go off, power's off, niggas is like doing hood Olympic shit. Like we'll have a fucking we'll play football during the fucking afternoon, finish with basketball, may hit the block, niggas get on the gloves, fucking slap box for a little bit. Like, you do everything, you know what I mean? So, you don't want to be cat.
I just rode my blue and white Huffy bike in the cul-de-sac, man. We did bike tricks and shit like that.
Nigga, I'm talking about this was shit when niggas was like grown ass men. This ain't no like little kid shit. I mean, niggas in the neighborhood. Like,
nigga, I stayed inside, bro.
You ain't think, dude, what, power off?
I mean, nigga, like I just
90-degree weather.
Oh yeah, no. Well, I mean, I had a fan myself, not electric fan, but or I stayed in the basement where it was cool,
I can turn into a Ninja Turtle when hurricanes come. Nah, nigga, we outside. 10 toes down in this bitch.
I see. Oh, these niggas are silly though. But what wasn't silly or wasn't entertaining though was this damn PBC car we were forced to watch on Saturday. And when I say forced watch, meaning the shit was on and we had nothing really better to do, so we watched it.
I'm pretty sure.
Hardcore boxing fans is gonna watch it.
I'm pretty.
Scorpio.
I'm pretty sure my intro and outro rants were more entertaining than that damn PBC card. I had more fun doing that than watching the card.
Facts. I definitely had more fun writing the bars about it because a lot of that shit came to pass anyways in terms of.
And I had more fun listening to it, so there's a trifecta.
Yeah. But seriously, as we complained about PBC and Fox last year after after COVID hit, kind of it shit the bed. Like there was no real good fights or anything, or the good fights were buried on the undercard.
Shit the bed. I wish it's like they more like they shit it on their way to the bed, like a few turds in the hallway type of business going on.
Straight diarrhea, cha 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 type.
Yeah.
Shit.
I wish you dudes would shit the bed and give us a good card.
And I was praying, because like I said, because unfortunately by 6 o'clock I found myself, after running some errands and after catching itis, I was like, damn, I don't really have any shit to do. I don't have shit to do. So I actually turned that motherfucker on at 6 to watch the undercard.
Yeah, you know what? Like I know I kind of clown niggas for that. So what had happened was, like, I don't know, but somehow I ended up, watching this shit at 6 o'clock. I think some plans had canceled. But anyways, like I don't know. It was a miracle I started watching this shit at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, like, the shit, like, the undercard, man, was, we saw Eddie and Charlie Murphy, rest in peace, nephew, Brandon Litch, get possibly fucked on the cards with a draw.
Yeah, he got fucked on the cards. Ain't no possible.
Yeah, against Mark Hernandez, and then after that we saw a rookie, Rook making his debut and, scoring a body shot TKO. Like, I don't even understand how that even works. Like, he didn't even go down, but he stopped it, but it was stopped. But I think in California it's like a TKO though. It's rule of KO instead of a TKO. But I was like, damn, if you gotta stop, at least let this nigga go down to one knee or some shit, instead of getting TKO, damage from body shots.
Let him go out.
And then the low point of that was seeing Rances Bartholomew, go and stay in the first game and stay in that motherfucker for 10 fucking rounds, against his opponent. And
he let dude come back into the fight actually.
Like late in the bout too. And his opponent wasn't doing shit. Like he was doing his best not to do anything. Like, and Bartholomew still couldn't tee off or some shit like that. Like,
yeah, man. I don't want to hear shit about no motherfucking Rances Bartholomew no more. Like,
which is funny because I texted LB the fucking picture that they showed of the Cuban connection. It was like, what the fuck? Why is Bartholomew on? No, Bartholomew shouldn't be on any fucking Cuban connection picture. I don't even.
Discount sale on mid.
Yeah,
that was my answer.
Yeah, no, I mean,
a mid-ass performance from Bartholomew, like,
and he said he was trying to fight, and this was a welterweight fight too. I was like, these dudes gonna get ate up at welterweight.
It gave him the perfect opponent to look good against, and he couldn't even do that. Like,
like Sean Porter had to do everything in his power to not like shit on him like outright for that performance.
Yeah, but Porter.
Him and BK.
Yeah, but I mean, Porter was like looking at like, if they put me in the ring with this dude, I'm gonna stop him.
Yeah, beat his ass.
Yeah.
Man, honestly, I think Porter could have got out of his suit, got in the ring, and boxed up both of those dudes at the same time, and we would have had a more entertaining fight.
I'm saying, like, Rances doesn't belong on TV no more. Like, I mean, it's funny too because in the lower weights he was tolerable to watch. Like, he scored knockouts. I don't know, but
he's been trashed lately for a good minute now.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking. I mean, it's hard to. I mean, you forget he's actually a 2-division champion. Like, he's like, damn.
He's only entertaining when someone's beating his ass.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, he doesn't belong on TV no more. Like, he needs to. No. He needs to be the walkout bout or some shit like that. But leave him off TV. Like, yeah, especially like it's actually a miracle that we actually, and it was actually on Fox too, not even FS1. So this is like, Fox, quality control people, Francis Bartholomew.
I felt like I was watching a matchroom.
I mean, I actually thought Bartholomew was dope at 130, and then I don't know what the fuck happened, but yeah, nah.
Yeah,
I don't want to watch
dope,
it at all.
like, yeah, that dope was stepped on like 27 times. Fuck out of here.
But after
Dope,
that,
like.
yeah, but after that, obviously we went to the main card, and the first fight itself, super prospect Joey Spencer, and I just rolled my eyes when they said super prospect. I'm like, this motherfucker.
Yo, hold on, wait, time out. How long has this guy been a prospect? I feel like every year they say he's a prospect.
Yeah, I was gonna say that he's been a prospect for like 5 years now. What the fuck?
This man's career ain't going nowhere. Like how long are we gonna see him pot shot these career mode cannon fodder ass dudes? Like I mean, you see the talent in dude, but it's like I don't know. I just gotta call it out.
Nah, like I don't see it. Like he gives me too much fucking Josh Kelly vibes. Like nah,
Yeah, he does. I mean, we said that before. Like he was like the Yankee version of Josh Kelly. But the thing is, you can see that they have little talent, but it's just a little bit because you don't see enough of them being challenged to really say, okay, I think he has the goods.
And the few times that he's actually, and the few times he's actually been challenged, he's looked pretty bad.
Average. Yeah. You just look like your average guy who has quick hands and power and above average power, and he fights in a little they fight in a little showy way.
Yeah,
Those guys that come into the gym, they got the quick hands, they got a little power, the little fast twitch. But if they can't really get you with the power or their speed, like they usually get outboxed, get their ass kicked, whatever.
Yeah, but
it's with these guys, because
I don't know. This guy Spencer just gives me the vibe that when he steps up his competition, he's gonna get beat up.
Yeah, like he fights at 154. Like he fights in PBC's 154 division, which means like Al's gonna have to be very careful about who they actually.
That's why they've been babying him so long. Like honestly, Fundora done came in surpassed dude.
And Fundora has looked way better to me than fucking this guy, like than Spencer.
Fundora's a legit problem now. Him and Charles Conwell and Joey Spencer, I feel like been around longer than those two.
Yeah, and he's been left in the dust, and I can see why.
And he's been on TV more than these guys. You know what I'm saying? So, and like they keep putting him, but however, though, what he does have was more than enough for Isaiah Seldon, son of former heavyweight champion Bruce Seldon. Now, Isaiah Seldon. Now, I found it odd too when the ref was like, okay, y'all got to cut this shit out. Like, when I tell you to break, you break. Like he was being like extra, and I was like, why is he being so extra on the, on the pre-fight talks or whatever in the middle of the ring?
To make Joey look good.
And then of course, then when the fight starts and Joey scores a knockdown that had Seldon spin like a fucking dreidel. Like he looked like he was out of there. But Seldon was like, he
looked angry, hurt though.
Yeah, he was angry. He was like, I'm good. And then this nigga proceeds to forget that he's in the ring. Start he started landing all types of rabbit punches. Like he grabbed this nigga and started, like I was like, yo, this dude is wilding. Like he's gonna get DQ'd.
The way he was talking and sounding was reminding me the bully from Class Act.
Yeah. Yeah, he was mad aggressive. I was like, and the referee immediately took 2 points away from him. I was like, well, yeah, you got to. I was like, yo, dude, it's like, you gotta.
Well, I mean, at least he didn't lay down like his old man.
Yeah, that's true.
That was what was in the back of everybody's head watching it.
Yeah, at that point, I was just saying, it's like, I'm just waiting for this dude to snap again. And then, Seldon, he was trying though, but he didn't have his old man's boxing skills. Because Bruce Seldon can actually box. He just, once he got hit enough, he just didn't he didn't continue.
He had more confidence in his old man.
Yeah. You know, so when Sullivan went down again, the referee immediately stopped it, and then dude started wilding out in the corner until they had to threaten this nigga like, "Yo, you know, we gotta take your purse away, everyone's purse. If you don't calm the fuck down."
Chill.
Yeah, I was like, okay, so this is already started with some fuckery. So I mean, a fight like it does nothing for Joey Spencer. Like Joey Spencer at least could put someone like that away, but
It's
it
the
doesn't.
same fight for the last 5 years. He's been shoved down our throats on fucking prime time slots.
Yeah, like they got to they got to step his competition up.
Though, let's call it what it is. Like it's Joey Wilder.
Joey Wilder.
I mean, no. Honestly, let's call it what it is. Because when it was Wilder doing this shit, we called it out for years and years. Nah, no, Joey Spencer. Nah, you want some Joey Wilder shit?
Yeah, no, it's like I mean,
Like, been fucking a main event right now, or co-main event, fighting a contender or a fringe contender at least. Somebody top 20, like.
Yeah, I don't think he's ranked yet either. So, but then he only has 12 fights though. So I mean, yeah, and probably you guys.
I swear, like I've seen like all of those fucking fights, and it's been the same guy in like different clothing.
Yeah, true. You know, and it's
At least Berlanga getting guys out in the first round.
Yeah, like I saw Spencer first. I think it was the Silla fight was the first one I saw, and like he hasn't looked any different than that fight 3 years later. The fuck.
You're talking about 3 years later, like Ryan Garcia done fell off and came back within that time frame. like think about what we seeing. Like Teofimo done called out Lomachenko and fought him and beat him within this time. Like this shit is ridiculous, man. Like nah, no more Joey Wilder talk. Like let's get to this main event of this shitty ass card.
Yeah, well, there's a co-main event with heavyweights now. This one,
I forgot.
Yeah, this
Apologies,
one I was discussing about.
This was actually the only bright spot of the card.
Yeah, but Darmani, Rock, and Michael Coffey. Now, before that, them they were talking about, oh yeah, these two being 6'5", 6'6" will walk around at 300 pounds. Now, I'm a stickler for condition. Like there's no unless you're the size of Nikolai Valuev, there's no reason why these cats should be walking around at 300 pounds, both of them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, if that was ripped, I wouldn't say shit, but like, neither one of these guys were.
I mean, at least Coffey looked like he was in somewhat.
Yeah, I was gonna say Coffey didn't look like.
Coffey was decent.
Shit.
Like,
yeah, I'd say like if he dropped like another 20 pounds or so, 25 pounds, he'd be good. Darmani Rock, however, looked like he let himself go and like he went on that Dada 5000 diet.
He's too tall for that shit. Like, like all you saw was like blubber around this man's like side.
Yeah, no, shit was terrible. Like, it's like nah. Like, I mean, heavyweights are not supposed to be 300 pounds. Like fighting, like y'all gotta cut weight. That's what you're supposed to be doing, cutting weight.
But this is the thing. It looked like they like Damani looked like he could have slimmed down 10 to 15 pounds.
Even more than that,
toned. Even more than that, but I know he a big guy. Like, I don't know niggas' routines and shit, because if they were strength trained, that would cut a lot of that excess weight off as well.
Yeah, no, but
nah, you shouldn't be any higher than 270. Like, I don't care.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, these niggas 6'5", like.
I mean, honestly, we've seen 6'5" fighters before. I mean, Gerald Washington is like 6'5", 6'6", but this nigga looks like he comes in the ring in shape.
Yeah, but that nigga's a ballerina though. That nigga be dancing and running around and shit like
football nigga.
I mean, even Tyson Fury, even once in a while, is actually coming in shape at his height. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, that's what took the fight off for me. I was just like, ugh. But the fight was a decent scrap. But I think Darmani Rock was the one who actually had more of a reputation at that particular point, at that particular time or whatever. But not being in shape, cost him. Because he was not in shape and he wasn't sharp.
Yeah, he looked terrible.
Yeah, he got uppercutted out this world.
Yeah, he did. Uppercut season, this dude, and he never recovered from that shit. And it
was left hook weekend.
Yeah, no. So I mean, so I can't knock Coffee. Like Coffee got Coffee got the job done like you're supposed to, But it's just like I mean, for him, like I just want to see him to come into like lean a little bit leaner, like maximize your chances to win, So that's just me on that. But at least
a little more road work. That's all we saying.
Yeah, But Darmani Rock, dude needs to decide whether he wants to fight or not. Because he lost his 0 on some bullshit, because he didn't take that shit serious, but yeah,
he took lunch serious. Dinner too.
Yeah, and then of course we got the main event, the two Calebs, Caleb Truax and Caleb Plant. Most of us obviously, most of us didn't, believe that Caleb Truax did not belong in this fight. Shouldn't have not been in this fight. It was not a good fight at all on paper. Especially me, I definitely call that shit out because Caleb Plant is on my hit list. I don't like how that motherfucker's been moving since he won that belt. So, and then Caleb Truax, although Caleb Truax is he's cool and everything like that, but that dude is a little bit too long in the tooth to be, and he didn't really beat anyone for this belt, but somehow found himself ranked number 3 by the IBF. Come on, get out of here.
IBF.
Yeah. So
I've been hearing all that WBA nonsense. IBF says, you know what? Truax needs a title shot.
Yeah, I'm saying like IBF. I told you they float the weirdest people up there, and then
Yeah, I was gonna say they're the strictest with the mandatory, but they also have the fucking worst names on the mandatory list.
Yeah, and God forbid. I mean, that's why we have fucking Charles Martin as a former heavyweight champion, because somehow he was floated up to number 2. And
a guy like Wade, what's that dude? Wade,
Dominic Wade.
Yeah, Dominic Wade could say he's a former title champion challenger.
Yeah, it's just a whole bunch of weird things with IBF. And like I said, I mean, yes, Truax is a former IBF champion and all that stuff. We know that, but it's just like he hadn't won a significant fight to warrant this title shot. So I mean, we all thought that Plant's got to get rid of him at some point, but Plant did not get rid of him. Truax lost all 12 rounds though. But it's kind of, but he
only just looked a little smidget better towards the end.
Yeah, and that's because
that's because Plant almost his gas was 3/4 of the way down. I don't want to say it was empty, but
and that's the thing. It's not like he's throwing a shitload of punches or anything.
No, but he's moving like a motherfucker. That's the problem.
Yeah, he does, but. I mean, damn, you would think if you train to move like that, you should get used to moving by now.
Yeah, honestly, I think he does that so much, and I think it's in on top of that though, he hadn't fought in about a year too. So I mean, it could be a whole bunch of different things, but and I think he moved that way too because he also injured his hand during the fight. So he couldn't put no mustard on any of his shots like he would have. So he
was punching like he normally punched. Dude, this ain't no hard puncher like that, and Truax just tough.
Yeah, ultra tough, But this is a fight where Plant, he was advertising for a fight with Canelo. I don't think anyone after watching that even thinks that Plant could even beat Canelo after that.
Fuck no.
Yeah, Saunders got a better lead. Saunders with his Wilder performance, has a better lead into the Canelo fight than this.
Yeah, it's anyone because for Truax you're supposed to stop somebody like Truax. I mean, you stopped your other 2 opponents and they were lesser fighters than Truax. You know what I'm saying? Truax is older. You should be able.
Yeah, you stop the subway guy, but you can't stop this guy. What the?
Yeah, you stopping career mode dudes in their prime, but you can't stop them when they passed it.
Yeah, that's not a good look. And not even knocking them down, not one.
And with the whole hurt hand, yeah, you're right. No, not even a knockdown. The dude, remember in the interview, he said that he hurt his hand maybe 3/4 of the way. So it's he already had 5-6 rounds or at least 3-4 good rounds with both hands. So you couldn't tell me that wasn't enough for a guy like Truax.
I'm saying, like, you know, it's just,
Like, you didn't need no fucking 5-6, even with a hurt hand. Like, I don't want to hear that shit.
like, I mean, do
You
something
got
like
two hands, nigga. Shit, and you fighting a bum.
you know, and like,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna call Truax a bum.
Yeah,
but
Truax
he's
It just
washed up.
the
Yeah,
situation kind of just got me aggy.
yeah. It basically, because I mean, I know most. I mean,
Somebody that you should be putting away, like. No
Right.
college kid should be having a life and death struggle with a 6th grader.
This is the guy that Darrell put out in the first round.
yeah. I mean, even Danny Jacobs was able to stop this guy in the distance, even though it's the last round, but he still managed to drop him and stop him. You know, so it's
Exactly.
Yeah.
and Danny Jacobs, yeah, and is very inconsistent with
He
his
has
stop.
the worst version of damn Truax.
Exactly.
It made me think, like, if you would have got the one Jermaine Taylor fought, we would have probably be having a new champion.
Yeah, this would be a different conversation if he got a younger, fresher Truax.
Yeah, like, that's how bad this looks.
Yeah. So yeah, Plant needs to, and I think too, like now Plant did fight in 2020, but Plant should have fought another fight. He had more than enough time to fight another fight in 2020 when PBC started scheduling, and having him like wait, because basically he was waiting.
We didn't know what Canelo was doing.
Yeah.
So everybody was waiting for him.
Yeah, exactly. And now, then he puts on a performance. I was telling Elby that he's probably spoiling on the vinyl a little bit. He's starting to, and because like I say, he's not being challenged. Like you can be moving, you can be slick all you want, but if your flaws aren't being corrected, you're still doing the same shit over again. It's gonna catch up to you. And
he was getting hit with kill shots late in the fight.
Yeah, he's not
Let's
even
be
like
honest.
he's not even that slick. Like people say he's very good defensively. I mean, like he's not. He's still pretty hittable. I don't know what people are talking about.
Especially in the late half. Like I've never and I don't like he fades, but I feel like he still gives you like 9 rounds of like quality, but when he fades, it's a noticeable fade, and it doesn't seem like. Because I don't want to overplay the fading, because I feel like a guy like Canelo back in the day was fading worse.
Yeah.
Like I'm not putting Plant on that level, but Plant is noticeable, and he was getting hit with kill shots by Truax. And when I mean kill shots, if it was anybody in their prime or anybody who was a better fighter, they would have dropped Plant with them shots.
Or anyone who's actually a pure puncher.
Pure puncher, yeah.
I was gonna say, Canelo faded worse, but Canelo did more work to be fading. Like he doesn't do enough work to fucking fade.
Canelo wasn't doing no more fucking work. Stop it. Canelo, this is the same Canelo that was averaging 500, same amount of punches, and this Canelo that wasn't even using footwork. So get tired throwing 480 punches, doing minimum fucking movement, stalking somebody. Fuck out of here, nigga. Nah.
Yeah. Canelo was fading on
Canelo had the most fucking energy deficient fucking energy efficient style in boxing, and was still getting tired.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously we'll see if 168 really does fix that for him, but. For Caleb Plant though, like at this point right now, like I know niggas don't want to say that, I know he heard of Christian that he's the weakest champion. Well, he is the weakest champion. Like I definitely can't say that Saunders is. Saunders can go a hard 12.
Saunders just knocked out his last opponent who was undefeated.
Yeah, exactly.
That guy would have probably fucking beat Truax. I'm sorry, beat Plant if he was in the ring with him.
I mean, truthfully,
spitting on Saunders for having a struggle performance. But he got him out of there at the end of the day and bit down. Like Plant couldn't do that.
Exactly, and and Saunders is fine too, because I mean Saunders and Plant are probably Plant might be the actual slightly better puncher, but Saunders' punching has actually been more effective than Plant's. Like when Saunders stops actually doing what he does, like with his moving around the goddamn ring, when he sits down he can punch. You know, Duke can actually punch. Just that's not his style.
Unless you're Martin Murray.
Yeah, exactly.
It didn't look like he could punch in that fight. Even though he threw the whole fucking kitchen sink at his ass.
Yeah, I'm
The
saying.
dishes and the damn box of baking soda in the refrigerator.
Yeah, shit was fucking ridiculous, man. But yeah, no. But yeah, you know, Plant.
Yeah, 168 need knockouts. What's going on with 168? Like,
Yeah, I mean, only Berlanga is the one that's guaranteed that you're gonna knock somebody out at that fucking, at that division. Like,
so wait, hold on. Like, I hate how we have like there's no in between. Like, it's either Berlanga in a first round KO or we getting a fucking 12-round decision snooze fest. Can we have like a good like with a Caleb Smith Groves type of fights at 168? Like,
man, as I said, 168 quality. I mean, we don't like 168. I can't even tell you. I mean, I would say Jack and DeGale's it's probably the last time that 168 actually had something of a real like fight of the year type of fight. It's like the champions there. Like, I mean, Benavidez actually gets the knockouts. But Benavidez can't.
After losing the belt or making weight or.
Unpopular opinion for me. I've always felt, to me personally, just my personal opinion, like 168 is the one division I can kind of do without. Like you can like either 160 or move your ass up to 175. Like, stop, y'all big ass niggas. Go to 175. Stop staying in the filler.
Gap is too great, man. Like, you need that 168 because, like, you see, like, that jump from 160 to 168 is one of the hardest jumps in boxing.
Right. I mean, we saw what happened with Chavez Jr. At 160, Chavez Jr. was actually able to wear niggas down because this nigga would rehydrate.
Chavez Jr., Jermaine Taylor.
Yeah,
Winky Wright.
Yeah, I mean, even Arthur Abraham, although he actually did win a belt there, like dude, because I mean, when Duke couldn't catch the people that he was fighting because they were bigger and better footwork, Duke kind of struggled a lot. So yeah.
Remember, he was still like taking hard, like it's like he still had to exert more energy to win fights at 168 than he had at 160.
Exactly.
Even the Jermaine Taylor fight. He had to really soak that up and finally get him out of there at the end. Like,
yeah, I mean, even Edson Miranda, although was punching harder, but dude had no resistance. Like, dude caught his biggest ass whoopings at that weight. So
yeah. He was meant for fucking 160.
He was meant for 160. Yeah,
that 8 pounds is a difference.
Exactly, and then obviously for them to go to 175, like Chavez Jr. Once he went to 175, dude was food. It was like dude was getting his ass whooped, like left and right, legitimately getting his ass whooped. So yeah, I mean, 168 it's there, but 168 it needs a spark. Like you need. I mean, and Canelo's not really what I call a spark, but Canelo's on his, wants to wrap up the division. That type of.
He's trying, like he's showing a little more effort than these other guys who kind of been there, and you just need to get something going. I don't want to spend too much longer in this shitty ass card, but I know we did have a poll with Benavidez and Plant. I don't know if King P got that at the fingertips.
Yes, I got that at the fingertips. There's no need to fear because King P is here with the poll of the night.
Oh, this nigga tried to get his ramen on.
Okay, so I did a poll. Shout out to Ring Gang. We got the best polls, and we got the best polls around.
Hey, pause.
And, oh my! This nigga always thinks like, if you don't get the fuck out of here with that pause shit, anyways, it was, who would you favor if they fought, David Benavidez or Caleb Plant? And we have 25 votes. 76% said they favor Benavidez.
Yeah, I favor Benavidez.
I do too, but it's still close. But gun to my head, I would say Benavidez.
I mean, I favor. I still pick Plant because of the style, and even though Benavidez got the knockout last time, he didn't look all that great to me either. Like all 168 is just mid, man. It's called super middleweight, but it's more like super mid.
Super middleweight. It needs a spark. It needs a. I mean, Canelo's what he is, but it needs a real. I mean, Berlanga. I mean, I know people are enamored with his knockout streak, but they still have to match him carefully because, like I said, one knockout loss and that dude is back to the drawing board. And it's like there's no. And then you have a Danny Jacobs there who's still in his prime, but can't be bothered to fight the way he needs to fight. He's getting disputed wins over Gabriel Rosado.
What's going on with that?
Yeah. 168 is a
low.
But Benavidez, like I said, Benavidez could have been that spark though, but Benavidez, if it's not drugs, it's food. It's
that's the thing. All of these niggas could be that spark, but for whatever reason, nobody is. It's like, oh my god, it's like how the Infinity Gems are like powerful on their own. Mm-hmm. It's like all of these dudes are Infinity Gems, but they're like the Infinity Gems halfway charged up or some shit. Like, you gotta put it in the freezer like a battery or something. Like, hold on, like, this shit ain't working. These niggas ain't fighting nobody. Hold on, put them in the freezer.
I mean, shit. This division even had a fucking super series and it did nothing to raise its profile. You know what I'm saying?
Super mid.
I mean, it's definitely the most middest out of all the World Boxing Super Series tournaments. Like, I mean, it's like, you can. I mean, 168. I don't know what you could like. You try to put tournaments in there. They don't. Champions don't enter. Only one of them does. Like, it's a hard division to watch sometimes.
Bro, I
don't. That's why, like I said, I never was a 168 guy. But then again, I'm also biased because growing up, 168 was always the Euro-CAC division, and it was like.
Yeah. I mean, 168, except for like certain periods, like during the Jeff Lacey era and whatnot, and then the Super Stick era.
Like.
Yeah. 168. I mean, or the back in the nights, like 168 was like the stop off. Either you did this and then you're going up to 175 and stuff like that. So 168 was never a big American division. It had its certain eras, but it was mostly Euro era.
If you want to be honest, super middleweight had like some of the most talented people come through that division. But for whatever reason, unlike the other divisions, we don't have enough classic fights and moments from super middleweight.
Yeah, we got Roy Jones, James Toney, like we don't have them the long list.
Like Ward, like you have
Mikkel Kessler,
like that's talent. Like we not naming no regular Joes here. Like,
and we didn't even name like more of the English fighters, like a Nigel Benn, who probably has the best fight ever.
Chris Eubank.
Yeah, like he probably has the best fight ever at super middleweight, but we can't really talk about it because it's tragic. Nigel Benn and Gerald McClellan. That's the best fight that 160 has ever had. But
and one of the best performances is Roy Jones and James Toney. So
exactly.
Yep.
You got a lot of best, and you can put Joe and Jeff Lacey up there. Fuck that. That's one of the most damn dominating performances. So.
I prefer not to. Thank you very much.
We can't talk about Ben McClellan. Now we can't talk about Calzaghe Lacey. Like, what the fuck? No wonder this division is super mid.
I mean, Ben McClellan.
Can't talk about shit.
I mean, Ben McClellan was pure. They tore each other apart. Calzaghe and Lacey they need to check that nigga's gloves, man. Someone was clear up. They clearly spiked them up.
Yeah. On that note, I'm done.
Next, like you just kind of. You was like the last bad piece of steak or some shit. Like,
Nigga, I am very bitter about that damn fight. I'm bitter about what happened.
Yeah, you must have lost a lot of money on that fight.
I didn't bet on that one. No, I wasn't a gambler in that era.
Oh.
I was just motherfucker still owe me on $20. I told you Joe Calzaghe would beat him. Nigga quit the gym because he couldn't pay me my money. A whole ass. If you out there listening.
But yeah, yo, but overall,
Yeah, but we done, man.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Caleb Plant, PBC, step it up.
step it up. Yeah. Else I got a part 2 for your ass too. You know what I'm saying? Like I always got more bars talking about bad PBC cards. So yeah, stay tuned. You know, but yeah.
Don't let them get no fucking remix.
Yeah, man.
Jump on this shit.
Some bullshit. I'm done with the bullshit. Holla at me, Caleb Plant, when you start turning into an animal.
Yeah, I mean, P might have to.
It was like watching Caleb Plant.
I mean, it might be a Ring Gang remix. Like P might have to drop a verse, and LB will have to drop a verse and a bashing another PBC on Foxconn. We may have to.
She go turn it to a posse cut.
Yeah. Oh shit! But yeah, that's a good segue into our next topic, something that's absolutely not boxing, but very long ago.